Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the London Monarchs and the Brooklyn Beats. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Brooklyn Beats. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll run on first down. Pruitt call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
On second down now, Pruitt. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, look now at our starting defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Back to throw. Pull. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Pull. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Off play action. Pull. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Check 26, check 26.
Off the bootleg. Pull. Wide open receiver complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They go play action here on first down. And he will take it in for the touchdown from 19 yards away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
On 3rd down, Dennis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Pruitt. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Down. 10-2 stop. Get it.
On 1st and 10, pull. And he's got his man on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Pruitt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Looking to throw on second down. Poole looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go. 30 base.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. On second down now, Pruitt. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg. Poole. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
And now back out comes the offense. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
To throw on 2nd down. Dennis over the middle. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw on second down. Dennis throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Dennis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Poole. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Pruitt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
And that's 50, plant.
Let's go, D.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Get that quarterback at all costs. Ready?
On 2nd down, Pruitt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
70.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Poole. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Dennis looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Start offense.
Let's go, folks.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Don't say nothing. Check three.
Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dennis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Break. Let's go. Let's do this. Go, Mike, Mike, what you want?
Back to throw. Pull. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Pull. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's make these babies hum.
Looking to throw. Pull. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Poole firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Pruitt. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now. Pruitt. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's see what you got. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ready?
On 1st down, Pruitt. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Ready.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Get that ball. Watch the safety creep.
Now.
Off the bootleg. Poole. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. From the gun, Dennis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun, Dennis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dennis. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, pull over the middle, complete. That's Marsh. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Gardner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, pull. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. A 31-point win, 38-7, the final. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. The Rams locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup. First down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dennis. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Off the play fake. Dennis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Dennis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dennis got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd down. Dennis. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dennis. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back to throw. Dennis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play. Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Here we go. He's 15, 59. It's a gain of 2.
Looking to throw. Pull. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. This one good for a first down. And also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check.
Shoot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Showing it. Hit it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
18 Gator.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. On 2nd down, it's Gutierrez. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Poole, he may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he missed his first couple hits there and puts his team up by more.
And while it wasn't absolutely crucial at that point, how great is that for his confidence to finally put one through the posts?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Dennis. On the crossing route, complete. It's Harvey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Check, 59.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Get him, boy. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's crashing.
Off the play fake. Dennis, he's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dennis, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So here are visitors to take over on offense. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The 13 yards that time at a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dennis. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Dennis. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Dennis over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Dennis. And he comes back with one complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dennis. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive. Pull, looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Marsh. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. Pull, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Outlaw. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Sit up. Sit up. Speed grip. Speed grip.
On 3rd down, Pull. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Dennis got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. 11 yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dennis toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dennis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Dennis. And that's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, when you and I sit down and play chess, you're always winning. So I've got to figure out how to get that done. But we're watching a real chess match today between the offense and the defense. And on that play, called a draw, the defense ended up winning.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Dennis. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st and 10, Dennis throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Looking to throw. Dennis. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw. Dennis. That's caught at the 3. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big one.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pull. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So now Las Vegas down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the curve.
On 4th down, Dennis, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation and there's no way they're going to fake it here. They probably had a better chance if they tried it that way. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Brooklyn, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.